Can that be you?
I guess it pretty much has to be, don't it? How are you, Dort?
Great geezers! Nobody's called me Dort in years.
Probably about as long since I heard anybody say great geezers.
I'm doing fine, old gal. George and I are in town to visit his sis Ethel, who's not doing so well.
So I hear. How is George?
The same. Still loves to haunt musty old places. He dragged me into the museum downtown, which I'd never been in before. Lo and behold, there was our old switchboard from the telephone office. You could have knocked me over with a noodle.
That old clutter bucket's been in there for a few years since somebody discovered it in the loft of old Smoocher's barn. You should drive down Larch. The old telephone building is still there.
We will. Old Smoocher. Great geezers. His number was on the central party line, 23 ring 3.
Very good, Dort. Your memory's held up well considering we haven't worked the board for over 30 years.
When I saw that old switchboard, it all just came flooding back to me, Lil. The names, the numbers, the rings, the long-distance codes. Even the smell of the marigolds Juicy Jim, the janitor, used to plant around the building. Funny what you remember.
And what you forget.
Remember, Lil, we used to have the best gossip in town, didn't we?
Always the best. If you wanted to know who was pregnant and shouldn't have been, ask Lil or Dort. If you wanted to know whose business was about to go tits up, ask the phone gals. If you wanted to find out who gambled or drank too much, which men liked boys better than girls and vice versa, who really stole the church statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary, ask the busiest bodies in town.
It was quite a burden bearing all that knowledge, wasn't it, Lil?
That's how I found out my Dutch was cheating on me. And with who? You look surprised, Dort.
You knew?
Of course.
You knew? All along?
All along. It wasn't long before half the town knew.
No! What? No!
You two weren't very good at having an affair. Not very good at all. You lacked, basic discretion. You thought people were stupider than they are, which always backfires in a small town.
Did Dutch know that you knew?
Nope. And that's just how I wanted it. See what I mean about being lousy at cheating? George and I were much better at having our affair than you two.
What? You and my George had an affair? I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me, honey. It happened and we had a hoot because nobody, and I mean nobody, knew about us. Making sure of that was the most fun. Well, some of the fun.
I don't believe you.
You believe what you need to believe, Dort. Ask George.
I will. George? George!
God, I've waited a long time for that. I feel great. And she had old Smoocher's number wrong. Ha!